How many times have you pulled up Helium 10's black box, only to see the same products over and over again? That's the problem. Everyone's using the same playbook, same filters, same metrics, same results. And by the time you finally launch, you're not at an advantage anymore. You're just another seller competing against 10 other sellers. But let's be clear, the problem isn't the tool itself. Helium 10 is genuinely very powerful. The problem is that most sellers use it only at a surface level. What I'm going to show you today is a different approach. This isn't beginner stuff. It takes an extra level of understanding to pull it off, but when you get it right, you're finding opportunities that most sellers didn't know even existed. So without ado, let's jump right into my screen and I'll walk you through this process. Okay, now that we are in black box, we want to go to the keywords tab and we will fill in the search volume first. Again, these metrics do not need to be exactly the same. You can move them up, move them down. These are just the numbers that I like to work with. So minimum search volume, I look for at least 3,000. Monthly revenue, I look for at least 10,000. Price points, I find anything below $25 is just going to be very competitive and not enough wiggle room for PPC. We're going to leave the review count open and the review ratings open. And then we're going to move over to this competitor revenue. Now here's where it gets a little more advanced. This competitor revenue filter selects the top 10 ASINs on page 1. So when I'm selecting more than 10,000, I'm asking, okay, within the first 10 competitors or ASINs on page 1, I want 5 of them selling over $10,000 a month. Then we want to move over to competitor reviews. And I want less than 50. Again, it's going to select the top 10 ASINs on page 1 for the keyword. And we're going to select minimum 5 that have less than 50 reviews. Competitor ratings, I want below 4.25 and I want a minimum 5 as well. So what we filter out should be a very good opportunity. All right, looks like we found 115 phrases. So let's take a look at what's on this list. I like to find products that are very strange and weird. That's where the opportunities lie. Bubble bath mat sounds interesting. Let's take a look at that one. Now this is a very good keyword to target. It's very long-tailed, very descriptive, and it's an obvious problem that requires a solution. If you can fix it, makes that problem go away, the buyer would be willing to pay more for a better solution, which means they are willing to pay a premium as long as you can do a better job. Let's take a look at that. All right, dog knee braces for back leg. This is an awesome keyword, very descriptive. So let's take a look on page 1 and see what the conditions are like. Something I immediately see is that there are low rating sellers that are organically ranked and selling well on page 1. Then I also see very low review sellers that are also organically ranked on page 1 with low ratings, and they're selling over 100 a month. Let me explain to you why this is very useful data for us. Let's say you were to launch in this niche 3-4 months from now. These numbers are a proven concept that new sellers are able to take market share within this keyword. And that's a proven concept for you. And leveraging this data, it shows us that there is an opportunity to enter this niche and be successful. Now, I'm going to pull up X-Ray, and this is where those advanced filters really shine. So let's pull that up first. Let's clean up the list. Let's take away these sponsored ads. Now we have the page 1 data. It's showing average reviews of 2,248. Now imagine if we were in black box and we set the review counts. Typical way is probably somewhere between 250 and 300. If I set this to 300, do you think this product would show up? Absolutely not. Even though it is a good opportunity, because of this average review, it would not show up. But more importantly, let's really figure out if this is a good opportunity or not. So here's a pro tip for you that most people don't know. Let's sort the reviews from top to bottom, and then we look at product relevancy. So if I were looking at this product here, is this a dog knee brace? Absolutely not. Is this a dog knee brace? No. This one here? No. I think the rest of them look like they are dog knee braces. But here's the thing. These three are the majority of the ones that are pulling up the review counts. So if we were to remove these, your actual average reviews is 247. So again, with these advanced filters that we used earlier, you're going to see products that most people are not going to see. And that's what makes this strategy so effective. And this is how I find products that are under-optimized. Not because the products are hidden. They're right there in Helium 10. The software gives you access to the same data as every other seller. What separates you is how you use it. And one example is the advanced filters that we use today. If this video helped you think about product research differently, hit like, subscribe, and click that notification bell because I break down real strategies like this one every week. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.